Hello, listeners, and welcome to the Cannon Pod at WHSK Bloomsburg University. I'm your host, Jake Cannon, and today we're exploring how digital technology is reshaping the educational experience at Commonwealth University. This is Joe from Bloomsburg. All right, Joey, what are some of the advantages and disadvantages you've experienced while using digital tools for online learning?
So I would definitely say one advantage is that I can do work anywhere. I would say that a disadvantage would probably be like the social aspect. So I'm not in a classroom full of kids, so I'm not really getting to know people on campus.
So a little bit why I chose to talk about this subject is because we're right in the post-COVID era, and the post-COVID era has definitely brought some changes to online learning. It's changed everything. It's become more widely accepted and embraced as a primary mode of education, and schools and institutions have kind of invested more in digital tools and platforms to enhance learning in schools and online. So there are still challenges like the need for reliable internet access and lack of in-person interaction, but overall, schools and universities are now adapting to the online atmosphere. So now let's talk about digital media. So when someone mentions digital media, I think of various forms of content that are created, shared, and consumed online. It includes things like social media posts, videos, podcasts, blogs, and more. It's a broad term that encompasses the digital platforms and tools we use to communicate and express ourselves, but I want to know what comes to your mind when you hear digital media. So I consider a school's online interface as a form of digital media. It's a platform that allows students and teachers to interact, share information, and access educational resources online. It falls under the umbrella of digital media because it involves the use of digital tools and technologies to facilitate learning. All right, now I'm with senior Ryan from Bloomsburg University. How has the availability of digital technologies and online platforms impacted your ability to pursue education remotely?
It's essentially just allowed me to do work and homework specifically from anywhere, which is overall just better.
All right, my next question is, in what ways do you think digital technologies has transformed the classroom experience? How has it affected your learning journey?
I don't think I've learned nearly as much as I would have in a classroom environment. I think I learn a lot less if I'm just like on Zoom or doing online work all day long.
So digital technologies have totally revolutionized the traditional classroom experience in several ways. For one way, it has made learning more interactive and engaging through multimedia content and online resources. It's also expanded access to education, allowing learners to access courses and materials remotely. As for my learning journey, being able to connect with diverse perspectives and access a wealth of information online has greatly enriched my knowledge and understanding. How about you guys? Have you noticed any significant changes in your learning experience due to digital technologies? At Bloomsburg University, we use a hub called Brightspace. It was formerly known as Bolt, and it's where we do all our work online. This is a great example of digital media that we've been discussing on how schoolwork is done online at various schools. Brightspace not only allows you to test online, but it allows you to take different assignments and turn them into your professor. When I was in high school, we didn't have the ability to do schoolwork online. It was all in person. Once COVID hit, it changed everything, like I mentioned earlier in the podcast. And now it is now normal for schools to do almost everything online besides in-person classes. Most assignments at universities are done online now. Also, if you look into the job world, interviews are done online. It is now normal to be interviewed for a real-life job online, which others would find crazy 10 years ago. Digital media is not only evolving, but it is the future of life. There's one thing I know about technology, and it's that it evolves, and it will never stop evolving. Alrighty, this is M. Hughes from Bloomsburg University, and my first question to you is, how do you think digital media has changed the way we communicate?
Well, personally, I think that digital media has not helped us in the way we communicate in our day-to-day life conversations. I think that it has made people not want to be as open and as honest, and they feel like that as they can hide their face behind a screen, and I feel like it also makes people feel less comfortable talking in person. In my experience in even college at Bloomsburg, I can tell when someone isn't comfortable with communicating with me as a communications major. And I can tell that social media has definitely made an impact on that, because then this person will be posting something on social media telling everyone their whole life story, but can't actually hold a real conversation in person.
Today's been really fun. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into my podcast. I really enjoyed talking about digital media and talking with my friends and interviewing them. So, once again, this has been Cannon Pod. I'm signing out.